It's the number 2 and 3 teams in the Mid-Buckeye Conference clashing here at the Cub Cave. Second place Lucas with 1 loss in conference, taking on Kidron Central Christian with 2 losses. Winner of this one stays right behind Loudonville for the lead in the conference. We got all that live and free coming up next.
When you're a local business owner, getting your business online can be a painful, expensive undertaking. But it doesn't have to be. With TMS Plus Digital Essentials, you'll get 6 essential services to launch your digital marketing, all for one low monthly price. Cut through the noise of today's digital world. No hype, just results. That's TMS Plus. Visit tmsplus.com now for your free digital snapshot and for a chance to win a free 5-page website.
Lender, craftsman, dog dead. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
Good evening and welcome inside the Cub Cave for a Thursday night big Mid-Buckeye Conference clash between the Kidron Central Christian Comets and the Lucas Cubs. Hello everybody, my name is Travis Berardi alongside four-time All-Ohioan Mackenzie Weaver. And Mackenzie, this is a big one between these two because they need to keep pace with Loudonville, who's undefeated in the conference.
You know, it's interesting to see tonight. I haven't seen either of these teams play, so it's nice as what I'm doing here. Get a fresh glance. Have you seen them? You've seen them play.
I've seen Lucas play once.
Lucas play earlier this season, so it will be nice for me to kind of get my feet underneath me. I know they have one girl right now, Shelby Grover. She's hitting .432 on the air, and her kill percentage is at 53%, which is I love to see that. As a team, though, they're hitting .167, and to be on pace with Loudonville, that has to be better. They need a couple kids hitting at least in the 200s, almost in the 300s. They got to bring that kill percentage up a little bit, but it's going to be interesting to see how they play tonight.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both sides, and let's start with the other side of things. Kidron Central Christian coming in here with a record of 3-7, 3-2 in conference.
Well,
got a little correction to the lineups, but Sophie Rower will be in the lineup as well. But Central Christian coming in, you know, they can handle the ball well, but the attacking is the problem for them.
And you know what? I've been saying this day in and day out throughout this entire season. First ball contact is going to be super important tonight. They're both serving at like 90% as a team, which is super, super good and solid. I would like to see that. You always want to challenge yourself just to be a little bit better with serving because it's like basketball and free throw. It's entirely controllable. But, you know, I don't see a lot of size, which, hey, that's not a bad thing. You can use size however way you need to use it, but they have got to find ways to, you know, a kill doesn't necessarily come from hitting the ball as hard as you can. Let's see how crafty they can get tonight, if they can see the defense well enough and put the ball where Lucas isn't tonight.
And let's take a look at the keys to the game first. We were just talking about it. For the Comets, you got to limit those mistakes. They can handle the ball. It's just attacking. They need to get it over the net. They can't make those errors themselves. For the Lady Cubs, though, the offense runs through their two aces, Shelby Grover, Tori Sauter. Grover, 34 aces. Sauter, 21 aces.
34.
Central Christian, 72 reception errors on 368 receptions, so they have a chance of adding to those numbers tonight.
You know? This is interesting to see. I always like to see, okay, who's their first hitter in the front row right now? They have Shelby Grover in the front row, so they're going to let her go 3 rotations. We got to see how well this setter is back row right now for Central Christian, so we got to see who's going to go up against her tonight and see if they can limit her on the amount of kills she's going to get tonight.
Brianna Osborne starts things off, and we're underway from the Cub Cave, and it is Central Christian with a nice strike. They lead 1-0 as you take a look at the replay.
Yeah, they're making her come off the line right there. They're making that setter move, play some defense, and make her move to her left off that line. And that's a really, honestly, a great angle because that's where your block is usually supposed to shade from.
So it will be Mallory Immel.
A little tight.
Serving it. Lucas, chance here. And into the net is Marissa Caherty. And it's 2-0 Central Christian, so a bit of a nice start here for the Lady Comets.
This is where they get their points early. That's a great pass.
Good serve just over the net. Free ball back over, and it turns into a point.
That's a great location for a free ball because remember, this setter's back row right now, so they have the option in the front row to have those 3 hitters, but if you're not going to release and that middle back, so their libero needs to shade into zone 1 because she will take more court, that's her ball. She's got to be aware.
Yeah, you got Shelby Grover in the back right now. She's going to have a chance here. Brought up, back over.
They need to feed her early.
Nice back pass, and that's going to fall for the point off the block. Lady Cubs on the board with Sydney Blackledge getting the kill.
Okay, so right now, I don't see a lot of rhythm. It is still early. I need to see probably like a 3 or 4 point run here from Lucas. I need to see them feed their middles because this is super important. Okay, it doesn't matter where. Okay, Shelby Grover's in the middle now, so they need to feed her until she makes an error right here.
Cameron Blackledge going back line with that serve. That looked like it was going to be going out, but Osborne realized that too late, knocks it out, and it's now 4-1 Kidron. So they answer the point immediately.
They are siding out and going immediately. They got to no. There's no one in doubt. Stick it out tonight. They have to realize where they are in that back line. Their bench really needs to communicate with them, because I think you don't realize. You get super nervous and tight, like you look at the score. Oh shoot, I got to make the play. Their bench is going to help them tonight. Get them calm, keep them in a match.
Only took 5 points to get a Bobbyism in there. Nice dig up. Free ball back to the Lady Cubs.
She's got to release. That setter's got to release. Let her defense take that ball. I want to see her set.
Nice swing.
Great dig.
Almost saved back over, but it will be a point for Emma Mast, one of the leaders for the Lady Comets. And it's 5-1, so a very strong start for Kidron Central Christian, a team that usually is one of the best in the conference. A little bit of a down year this year for them.
Okay, they're out of system here. I haven't seen many balls in system here for Lucas. This is going to get them in trouble early. And they're running, for Kidron Central Christian, they're running their middle, or their setter out of the middle. So they're making their middle, Lucas's middle, go pin to pin every single ball. So they're going to try to wear her out early.
Back-to-back blocks by Grover and Blackledge. Yummy ball kept up. Lucas controlling this one, and finally it's going to be killed by Grover.
Yeah, so anybody at home that's watching, this is pretty uncommon. I've seen it in a couple teams, and I see it in club. They are running that ball out of the middle, so they want they're trying to wear their middles but out a little bit. They're going pin to pin, but it means the setter's super athletic, because she has to work hard on the back end to try to keep up with the blocks from the other side.
Well, welcome everybody watching on Facebook and YouTube. Anybody on Facebook want to leave a comment? We'll get you into our fan zone at the top of the screen. So leave us a comment where you're watching from and who you're rooting for. Shot off the deflection.
I really like this energy that Kidron Central Christian has right now. They have served super, super well early. It's low and flat. They're serving with purpose, not two people, two space, making them move right and left. And you know what? Every single ball that Lucas has thrown at them, they have a response. They have, we're not going to let the ball die. I haven't seen a panic look. If something crazy happens, they just keep going with the flow and work the kinks out as they go. There's
a reception error on Grover, goes out of bounds. A lot of confidence from the Central Christian squad. Back-to-back aces. It's 8-2.
I'm not seeing a lot. There needs to be more talking, more movement. They've got to recognize early and often what the server's doing. I see a lot of panicked faces, a lot of shell-shocked deer in the headlights for Lucas tonight.
Timeout, Lady Cubs. They trail 8-2 here. The last time these two teams met, Lucas won at Central Christian 3-1. Central Christian lost last night to the top squad in the MBC, Loudonville, 3-0. And I know they were talking before the match to me saying Loudonville's got a pretty good squad. We saw them a couple days ago when they took on Mansfield Christian, where they look pretty darn good. So Loudonville this year, the cream of the crop in the MBC, but these two teams right here battling for second. Lucas still has one more against Loudonville. That's their lone loss as well in straight sets.
Okay, let's see if that timeout collected their thoughts. This is an opportunity where if they let this get away from them, this could be a very quick night for Kidron Central Christian. Oh my goodness, you guys get me tongue-tied early.
Grover off the block and down, and that's her bread and butter right there, just getting a good set to her and a hard swing through the block.
I'd like to see them. That is a really great swing. And their setter, she's got to diversify her offense, yes, but there needs to be more established for them. If that is your go-to kid, she's hitting 400, they've got to give her the ball more, wherever she's at on the court.
Sauter serving.
It's a great set. That's a great out-of-system set.
Correction, that was Grover serving. And a nice placement there by Kylie Foss. Finds the open space. Lead cut in half, now 8-4.
And that went high enough. It was kind of like an off-roll shot over that block, but that's where that block is shading, so that's super hard for that libero to come, move to her right and pass that ball, because that's a shaded 1-6 area that block is supposed to take away.
There's a miss hit. There's one of those reception errors by Central Christian. It's an ace for Grover, and just like that, a 4-0 run.
That's what they needed. It's a really
another
good spot.
Ace completely changed the pace of that serve after the last one and catches Central Christian off guard, and it's now 8-6.
See that? That's a really big gap right there. I would like to see them step up. If they just got beat there, take a step up so you don't get beat again on that short serve.
Overpass, but
I don't think they didn't see a touch on that.
I want to say it was blocked originally by Lucas, but it came back.
Yeah.
And wasn't touched afterwards.
I think she. That might have been a touch. We'll never know. The ball will tell us. The ball doesn't lie.
Ball don't lie. And the ball don't lie because there's the point back for Central Christian. So
that's not a bad free ball opportunity. But for Lucas, they're not in rhythm right now. So the higher you give that free ball, their headers have got to get to 10 feet or deeper because they're standing at 5 feet and they're taking 2 steps. It's got to be a bigger, stronger approach to establish that offense early.
Grover decided to receive that. Looked like it was going out, and it's going to turn into a point. So Central Christian back up 3 now.
I'm sensing there's a lot. Maybe this is just me. I haven't seen them play, so I can assume. I feel like maybe this is a new serve reception pattern, or they're nervous. I don't know. I'm just feeling like energy that they're just swinging at balls and not watching it into their platform, and they're getting super tight. Because the first thing that you do when you get uncomfortable is you raise your shoulders and everything comes in super tight to your body, and that's when things start to fly. That doesn't give you a nice platform to pass off of.
Central Christian getting the help of the Raptors here on that last one. It hit the air duct up top, and then...
That's a great serve. Wow.
Wow.
That was beautiful.
Line drive just nicked the top of the net here and falls for the point, and Central Christian back out.
If anybody saw that ball was going down as she hit that ball. It's beautiful. Hitting to space on the way down, and a great change-up.
And a yummy ball flicked down by Caitlin Yoder. 4-point lead now, 12-8. I was looking at the stats beforehand, Mackenzie. Both teams serving over 91%, and that's pretty good for both sides, correct?
I like the 91%. But 91% doesn't account for, okay, is it an aggressive 91%? Are we serving in? Are we serving with purpose? Because if it is, I like the 91%. But if it's 91% because we're not missing serves, because we're not taking risks, I like it to be better. But Kidron Central Christian, they've done a great job here tonight. I would like to see Lucas be a little bit more aggressive with their serve. And even Kidron Central Christian, I would like to see them take a little bit more risks. Put a little bit more heat behind the ball, take a step back. This is the opportunity for them to take risks. They have a really comfortable lead, get creative with the serve.
And one of the keys was for them to limit mistakes, and they have so far.
Yeah.
Has them up 5 points, and there's a mistake by Lucas. Double hit on the set. It's 15-8. 14-8, correction.
So I want to see some aggressive serves. And you can serve it as hard as you can, but I like to see the space. I like to think about, okay, she's going to hit the ball. I got to want to make her move to her right or left, so you take her out of the offense.
Free ball to the Comets.
It's a great pass. That's a good set to the pin. Right over the block. Yep, that's there.
And that was a nice off-pace hit by Allie Mullet. Instead of going for the full swing, just a little dink.
And you know what? She approached that she was going to hit. She saw that she was tight. Or, hey, she even saw that opportunity, that setter wasn't completely underneath that block, and she saw that and took advantage of that opportunity.
You just saw in the J&F Construction replay. There's a nice strike, but it's kept up. Free ball back over.
I need to see that setter lead her a little bit more. She can't hit it 10 feet for Lucas. That's going to help. That's going to make them struggle.
That was a nice save off the overpass, but unable to get across was Bowers, and Lucas cuts back into that deficit. It's now 6 at 15-9.
So this opportunity, so they are down. They're down 6. Okay. They need to, go on like a 3 or 4 point run, but they need to be receiving free balls. So whatever ball they're setting to Kidron Central Christian, they have got to get back so they can go boom, boom. They get some great balls down on 1 or 2 points and limit their ball handling errors. I think that is her 3rd error of the match.
Another
that's
double hit.
Not help them.
And we saw that run that Lucas did have. Grover was either on the front line or she was serving. She's not in that position right now. And Central Christian is really taking her out of the match.
They are taking her out of the match. They are creating opportunities for other kids to try to have to step up for Lucas and be a role player. And, you know, when a kid hits 426 on the year, that's a little intimidating. So what do? You want to put pressure on other kids, and they've got to step up and rise to the challenge. But then again, what are we not doing for us to pass so we can get our best hitter the ball? There's a flip side to that, too.
Osborne made up for it right there with the nice strike. Now she's rewarded with the serve. Trailing by 6 here in the opening set. Overpass, yummy ball, kept up for a second. Can they get it over?
Oh, unlucky.
Good hustle, but just a bit of a miss hit there on the 3rd shot, goes into the net.
Okay, let's see how close they can cut this lead here. I like to see them receive a bit more free balls and run some pretty quick out balls to the outside. This has got to be executed set. It's a great set.
Grover, nice.
I need like 5 more of those. I need that good rhythm right there.
That's exactly what the Lucas Cubs do. That's why they have a record of 9-5. Plays like that.
That is
and now
beautiful. It's a great
Grover's
swing.
back on that front line, and immediately she takes care of business. Nice change of pace. I liked it. I do like the play.
I want to watch the replay on that because I like that.
After a while, you look like you're going to set. You just push it over, and that time
that's a great corner.
That's a really precision set right there for her.
I love that. Not everybody, the receiving end doesn't like it, but I like it.
And that's that aggressiveness you were talking about.
I like
you
the aggressiveness, yes.
Grover.
Great
nice
touch.
dig, but it's a yummy ball right back to her.
This little libero back here, Allie Mullet, she has worked, or is this number 0? Sweetie, I'm so sorry. Athena Bowers. Sweetie, you have worked incredibly hard tonight going corner to corner. She has not, if there's a ball that's going to hit the ground, a body's hitting the ground too. She has done a great job tonight. Listen to her end line.
Cameron
I heard that down
Blackledge.
here. Out. She trusted him.
And just out it was in front of the line judge back there. Right call. Good communication, and it turns out to be a point for Central Christian, so they stop the run once again. We'll see if they can build that lead back up. Grover back on that back line. Free ball, doesn't get over. So now we're getting to the point where Lucas needs a run before Central Christian closes the set out.
I just feel like I don't want to say they're panicked because I haven't. This is my first experience seeing them play. I just sense that it's super, super quiet. So when things and adversity hits you, even if you are saying the wrong thing, you have to say something. Create noise because that creates flow, that creates momentum, that creates trust between you and your teammates. And I'm not sensing a lot of that right now. They've got to be able to capitalize on this, and probably they need to get within even here so they gain momentum for the next set, because if they stick around long enough, Kidron Central Christian could sweep them in 3 if they're going to keep playing like this.
32 points, and I believe that was the first service error, wasn't it?
Yes, that was the first service error.
So not bad. That's something I know you like, especially.
Oh, there's some nights where I'm like, you guys, as a team, in one set, I've seen where people miss 10 serves, and it just gives me heart palpitations, people, with the missed serves.
That shot out of bounds, so Lucas gets another point.
And if she sees it, keep doing it.
Bit of miscommunication there. And the Cubs calling timeout. They're down 5, 20-15.
On that replay, if you guys notice that, her hands are set like she's going to set the ball. Her entire body is frozen. And I think she kind of looked. She checked to make sure that nobody was there. And when you do that, you let it go. You have total faith that you've done exactly what she needed to do. She paused, she's held, she's dumped to all different locations on the court. She's attacked the back corner, zone 1 a couple of times. She's attacked zone 3. I'm interested to see if she'll try anything else. I love how aggressive the setter is being today.
And head coach Paige Sauter, a little bit loud there, but telling her team, come on, we got to get back in this. We're 5 points away from losing the first set. We got to, get back in this match.
Everything that she says right now is probably set on straight. There isn't much when you're a coach that you can do except, okay, I prepared them the best that I can. You got to put them out there and see what happens.
Motivational,
and,
yeah.
It's motivation. And you know what? She can only do so much, and these girls have got to step up and have some pride within themselves and take responsibility for what's going on.
And immediately they answer. Grover once again on the front line. Now she'll come back to serve. The perfect person you want to try and start a comeback right here.
Yes.
Shelby Grover.
She went on that 4 or 5 point run earlier today. She did some great spots on the court. And she should not have to come all the way from zone 6 to pass that ball. They've got to get that left back moving in there.
Nonetheless, she digs it up, keeps the ball alive, and the block turns into a point for the Lady Cubs. They're down 3, 2-0 run.
Okay. Let's see what they can do here. I want to see her be a little bit more aggressive with the serve. She's got to attack it while she can. That's a great serve.
And it's an ace.
It's a great serve.
20-18.
Making that left front come off that sideline, making that left back kind of collide at the end. I like that. That's an aggressive spot. That takes her out of the offense.
3-0 run for the Lady Cubs. They need 2 more to get back to even. And it's short. So the first service error on the Lady Cubs makes it 21-18.
And this is the person you want for Kidron Central Christian to go back and serve too. She's done a great job. She's rallied off, I think, maybe 2 or 3 aces tonight. She's their setter. She's their emotional leader. She's done a great job on the offensive end too. I'm interested to see how she goes from here. Oh, miss serves. We were going to be contagious.
Emma Mass, one of the leaders. Overpass kept up, and that's out. So right back at you, the Lady Cubs. Exchange points right there, get service.
This is where, in those situations and in these moments, okay, they have a little bit of a cushion. They're still up a couple points. Their free ball passes, I think they need to be executed at a little bit of a higher level. That's a free ball. They're giving it to you for free. That's what you want. You've worked hard. That's what you wanted to receive on that end. Not a bad pass. We got to keep her in front.
Free ball over to Lucas. Can they get to within one? They can. That's out of bounds.
See, that's a great swing. I like that option because they're making that that left back move to her left. They're hitting that ball, if you notice. She was hitting that ball at 8 feet off the net. And for a hitter, unless you know that that's what it's going to be because that ball was passed at like 15, 20 feet out of the back row, you've got to give your hitter at least a higher ball to hit off of because that gives her enough time to get a strong approach to hit anywhere she wants on the court. They've got to lead her. It's important that when you are a setter that you lead your hitters. So it's kind of like geometry in your angles. You want to create an angle that she's moving forward to pass that ball, kind of like a right angle. And if you're hitting at 8 feet consistently, you're not in rhythm when that ball is past her 3 or 5 feet off the net to be able to put that ball away, boom, boom, which is, in this case, in this circumstance, when you get a free ball, that's what you want. And they have got to execute that at a little bit of a higher level. I need to see some better execution from their setters.
Mackenzie Weaver, volleyball teacher.
Sorry,
right there.
I use my timeout effectively to tell you, ladies and setters, take that into your volleyball IQ memory bank.
That's fine because I was going to say was a 5-1 run by Lucas has them down 1. So here we go.
Okay.
21-20. Can Central Christian answer?
That's a great dig. That's a great read.
Set up.
That's a better set. That's what she heard me.
Nice reception. Now the Comets with a chance.
Okay.
Free ball back over. Almost saved, but it drops. So a nice rally by both sides, but finally Central Christian with the well-placed free ball back corner. Lady Cubs can't pick it up.
You know, this is me, and this is me having my captain's hat on. I would tell her, Shelby Grover, to take 2 steps to her right. Let that setter burn her to zone 6. She hasn't gone there all night. Don't get beat on that tip to the corner. Good
nice
cover ball.
Nice cross shot blocked, and it's a double hit. So now Kidron Central 2 points away.
I'm seeing some down faces. They've got to find a way to side out this point right here, right now.
And that's out. Just outside the line, so Lucas still in this. They need 2 to tie things up.
So they're bringing their other setter back in. They're running a 6-2 right now, so they have 3 options all the time in the front row. So their setter, number 14, she's going to go back, and let's see how many points she can rally off for him here, keep him alive. That's a great spot.
Beautiful short serve there. Completely caught Central Christian off guard. And once again, it's a 1-point set here. They can afford 1 side out, but that's it.
That's all they got.
Yummy ball, set up. Off the block, stays up. Central Christian, free ball goes into the net, and we're tied.
They were panicked. Let that setter take that ball. Trust in her. She's been a great emotional leader for them tonight. Number 6, Emma Mash, she has done a great job executing. She's been a offensive threat. She's been a blocking threat. She's been a service threat tonight. Trust her. Rely on her. That's when I think sometimes the girls athletic, we panic and we don't trust one another and we start sticking arms out or we start panicking. She's got your back. You go back and get ready to hit. She's gonna deliver you a hittable ball. Trust in her and what she does and let her take over right there.
So the Lady Cubs have clawed all the way back. It was 20-15. An 8-3 run has this tied up at 23. Lucas now still with service as well.
And you know what? Anything could happen at this point. This could be done, boom, boom, in 2 points. This could take 10 points to get done. You never know when it gets this close at the end of a match. Not a bad pass.
Yep.
Good set to the outside.
Chance for Lucas. Nice swing and strike, and the Lady Cubs now with set point. Brianna Osborne really taking over here with Grover being on that back line.
She needed to. She's needed that. She hasn't been super offensive tonight, or if she has, it hasn't been like a super powerful make a statement type of swing, and that was her swing right there. That was her statement here tonight that she's ready to play.
That would have been close. Decided to keep it up. It's going to be a free ball. Can the Lady Cubs finish it off here? Back set. Swing. Got it. Sydney Blackledge got the first point of the set. gets the last one. The Lady Cubs bounce back. A 10-3 run. They take set number 1. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with set number 2, live and free on the OH Report.
When you're a local business owner, getting your business online can be a painful, expensive undertaking. But it doesn't have to be. With TMS Plus Digital Essentials, you'll get 6 essential services to launch your digital marketing, all for one low monthly price. Cut through the noise of today's digital world. No hype, just results. That's TMS Plus. Visit tmsplus.com now for your free digital snapshot and for a chance to win a free 5-page website.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
A 10-3 run gives the Lady Cubs the 1-0 lead after coming back for the 25-23 victory as we're about to begin the second set. Travis Berardi alongside Mackenzie Weaver. Mackenzie, I watched your match call with Brian Skoronsky. I know you kind of cheated on me there, taking over Brian, but I do have something to pick with Brian. He doesn't know what a dauber is.
He does. He looked at me like I had. He's like, dauber.
Bingo dauber, for all of you that didn't see the match. I grew up, my mother ran bingo in my middle school, so on Monday nights I was typically at the school for that. And I know you play with Bobby Weaver.
We do play.
Hall of Fame coach.
Extraordinaire.
Extraordinaire, you know. So Brian's saying, what's a dauber? I don't know what that is. Do you play with chips? No, it's a like an ink blot daub that you
cover
you cover your card with. Yeah, you cover this because you get paper.
Yes.
Paper bingo cards, and you just daub everything. You daub the free space at first.
He thought it was like it was chips, like we're back in elementary school. I'm like, sweetie, we are not back there. We are ahead. We have evolved.
I'm gonna have to bring him to either the Tiger bingo or the Madison bingo with you guys, and we're gonna have to play
Madison
some bingo.
That's ancient. That's old school right there.
Nonetheless, let's get back to volleyball.
We're off.
That was a strong serve. At first, I thought that was going out, but it dropped at the last second right at Grover. And some effort here leads to the point. No, yep, they do.
That was down. Yep, that was down. That's a good call.
Marissa Cofferty.
That was a boom,
getting
boom
it down.
Play. And, okay, I'm going to have a bone to pick with Lucas a little bit. They need to recognize this setter is active. You hold that dump. You hold your base until she releases that ball out of her hands to set. You don't move. Do not get beat on a tip. I would rather get the ball hit in my face than get beat on a tip because that's completely controllable.
Bit of a misset there, but they do get it over. And it's Central Christian that makes the mistake, so it's 2-0 Lady Cubs. I want to go back to the bingo thing a little bit, but when I was at those bingos with my mom, a lot of the older ladies brought little
trinkets,
little troll doll or anything like that.
It's their good luck charms.
Yeah.
People bring some wacky stuff. Let me tell you, like ugly, weird, wacky stuff.
You and Bobby ever?
No. I think if
Not
I ever
even like a little volleyball or anything like that. No.
She just has her lucky dauber that's green for money, and that's all we got.
Hey, it's my favorite color. I like green.
Yeah.
That's going to go out, and it's going to be a 3-0 lead. So Lucas starting off on a much better note than the first set.
It's better serve. It's better communication in between plays. It is, in between points, that's where you build your camaraderie. That's where you build your relationship with your teammates. That has to be better. That has to be active the entire time. And they've been much better here in the second set.
Little tip almost leads to a point.
That's a great tip. She's got to stay on her feet and get that ball. That's 2 steps.
This time she goes with the swing that's mullet.
I like that off one foot. I like her off 1 foot.
Blackledge, yeah, she got enough power with that 1 foot.
Does
she
she
does
play
have a brace
basketball?
on
Do we
the other
know?
leg. I want to say she does. But
Okay, I like that. Even if it's not
Like a
a
layup
great
type.
swing,
Yeah.
it's like a layup. That's super natural for kids. And do you know what? A lot of kids in high school don't see that. I like her off 1 foot. She looks a little bit more comfortable off one.
Yummy ball leads to Grover. Blocked up, stays up,
That was a good recognition. She was going to take that second ball. Little tight.
tipped up.
And the net. Yep.
So finally on the board is Central Christian. And going back to that one leg, it's even like a pitcher. You use that back foot, you push off, get that momentum.
Yeah.
Even if you have all the weight on that leg, if you can get enough lift, get enough momentum, it's still good enough.
Yeah, she's got to get off that 1 foot, go slow to fast. When you approach and you hit balls right now, especially off 1 foot, it's like be late, be great. Go slow to fast off that foot, and then that gives you more angles. You see more when you're later on that ball.
Grover
That's a
cross
great
shot,
ball.
drops it in. That was just a thing of beauty.
Last 5 feet of the court. Look how deep that she was. She was all the way at I want to say 14 feet. I would have liked her to be a little bit deeper, but that's a super great angle. She led her to the net, and that gave her that deep cross court 5 shot to hit off
And
of.
she kind of jumped sideways too to get back into in front of the ball. So not a lot of momentum, but she's still able to do that despite going sideways.
Yeah, she was doing that to stay open to her hitter. When you approach, your last 2 steps are going to get your body underneath you, but you want to be open because for girls, our abs and our to our knees are our strongest parts of our body, so we have to use that when we hit. I liked that a big swing that she had.
Claire Yost's service. Central Christian does get the side out, but right back, a miss hit. Lucas exchanged points.
So if Lucas wants to establish, they won that first set, a dominance, I'm going to say. Okay, they're up 4 points. They're pretty comfortable back at the service line right now. They have got to go and establish. I want to see Shelby Grover out of the middle punish a ball after ball after ball. If that's what she's been made to do, they have got to establish her early. And they haven't done that yet. They have to be better doing that.
Another error on Lucas, but I know that I like that coming from a volleyball player that likes to punish the ball the whole time. You want to keep with that mantra, don't you?
Yeah, but when it's a free ball, you should put that away. That should be a boom, boom play. I put that ball away every time. Then when you get creative after you've hit the ball 5 or 6 times, then you're able to tip it. Then you're able to be creative. But she's got to establish her dominance early and often here.
That's a nice serve there, creating the overpass and a point. And just like that, Central Christian back to within 2. You see the replay, the J&F Construction replay.
And do sometimes you don't even, it can be tight, but you go up sometimes more for intimidation. I know I would do that. I would just jump. If the ball's close, I'm jumping. I'm not giving them even a chance.
That kind of looked like a knuckleball.
Right off the end of her hands.
Blackledge at first thought it was going to go out, but I actually think that was the right decision to at least try for it because it looked like it was going to drop right on the line.
Yeah, if she's going to go to that ball, she's got to cut that angle off in front. She can't let that ball get caught behind her because for women, it's hard to when that ball's behind you to bring it back to the fold.
And now they're picking on her 2 straight, and we're tied up at 6.
And there's Emma Mast again. She has done a great job at the service line. And you know what? Serving is offensive. Setting is offensive. Everything that she has done tonight has been super, super aggressive.
6-6 on the Pinhook Meats Ohio Valley Manufacturing scoreboard. 1-0 set lead for the Lady Cubs.
Not a bad ball. I'd like to see her take a big swing on that. I like to see Bella take a big swing.
Free ball, a little bit of an overpass, though, and into the net. So Central Christian with its first lead of the second set, 7-6.
You know, I think Lucas has struggled a little bit with serve reception, but I feel like their setters are not delivering balls to their hitter. It needs to be better. They need to be more consistent. Even if it's get your hands on the ball, give them time. Make it that's a great set. We need more of those. I need to see more because they're not passing terribly, I would say. I mean, it's not the best I've ever seen in the world, but they've got to be able to deliver balls to their hitters.
2 angled shots by Lucas, doesn't fall. Now back over.
There she
pushed over, that hits the line.
And that's what I said all night. That middle back's got to stay deep. And I said earlier, I would cheat to the right until she beats you down the line. Now their defense has to recognize when she's going to take that ball and set it, hold that base back, and when you see her drop her shoulder, immediately start releasing.
That's one of those momentum points as well. That was
a
long rally.
Especially from a leader and a senior and how well she's played tonight.
Shelby Grover, you can't do much with that.
No, and you know what? This libero back here, little Athena Bowers, she has taken every ball. She's there. She's given 100% effort. Hey, if I'm going to get hit, it's going to be up. That's her mentality right now.
10 times out of 10, I couldn't even receive that. But that's not saying much.
It's a great set.
Oh,
just
the
wasn't
miss hit.
there.
She was, I think, last second trying to go cross
Yep.
to the other side, but just couldn't get enough on it.
I like to see her be a little bit more open to her hitters, and her approach was really, really slow. So volleyball, remember, be late, be great, go slow to fast. Slow to fast builds that momentum so you can take a big, solid swing.
Grover with the
Great
serve.
pass. Good decision.
Off the block.
Coverage.
And out of bounds. So Osborne showing off the block right there. Lucas leads once again, 9-8.
So right now they're running their setter out of the middle, so they don't have that middle option if they need it. I would be interested to see if they run something out of the middle right now. Okay, they're giving their time to reset.
And Osborne once again gets the point. That was
That's a good
perfectly
decision.
executed by all three that took place in that.
They needed that. That was a momentum. That was a volleyball execution play. My pass where it was needed to be, I delivered that ball with good tempo and execute on the swing.
And that was a slow developing play, too. They took their
was.
time, and it set up perfectly. Nice dig by Grover, turns into a free ball. There's another one of those sets.
I think Grover's got that under control while she's in the back row.
Oh, nice dig. We continue
That's
on.
a double. It's a good dig. That's a great way. That's a great place to dig to.
Free ball galore right now.
It's a great set. That gives her hitters enough time to swing.
Great. Oh, miscommunication. I was about to say great hustle and effort by both sides, but then that kind of froze Central Christian. They thought it was going to go back over.
Well, their setter took that ball. Okay, that's what she's supposed to do. I just think that right front panicked a moment, didn't know where she was supposed to be in that instance. Now she knows.
Yeah, they were getting back into set mode there. Patterson walked backwards as she was ready for the swing, but nobody was there to set it for her.
Yeah, I wouldn't have necessarily called that a double. That wasn't a bad set.
There's an ace.
Grover is doing her job. And you know what? On the end line tonight, yes, I've seen her work really well offensively, but it is nice to see, okay, when statistically she is their best swing, goes to the back row, she has stepped up she has to step up. I don't know if I've seen a lot of, verbal leaders, because there's different forms of leaders. You have your lead by example kids, you have your captains that are verbal leaders. She is led extremely well by her play tonight with her presence on the court. She's changing. I don't think she's served at the same spot twice, and she's not serving two people. She has served short zone 6, 3, deep zone 5. She's had them all over the place. So that's really super hard for a serve reception pattern of Kidron Central Christian to be able to adjust throughout the match.
I'd like to welcome everybody in once again on Facebook and YouTube. Anybody on Facebook right now want to leave a comment in the comments section? Feel free to. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, and we'll put you on the fan zone. Top of the screen, it's going right now. Brian Skoronsky, Grover is a spike monster. Yeah, she pretty much is, Ski. Bet you she knows what a dauber is. That one out of bounds, and another point for the Lady Cubs. It's 14-8. So Lucas, last set, they had their run towards the end of the set. This time it was even in the middle. Now they're on a run.
They're establishing their dominance early.
Another slow developing play almost turned into another point, but I like how Lucas was taking their time for it, but slowed off a little bit, and Central Christian finally breaks serve.
I want to say, I could correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's her 5th or 6th kill. I want to say that's her 6th kill of the match with that dump. It's been beautifully executed. She's paused. She has held that defense. Because that defense is already releasing before that ball's even out of her hands for Lucas. Great dig.
Yummy ball.
And she's up. Little inside.
Oh,
that's
I like
a great
that.
decision from that right side. She was put in the claws a little bit.
Saw the block coming, and that's going to turn into a double hit.
And you know what? She worked super hard on that dig. Emma Mass had a great dig. She had to come back and set that ball. It was low and it was inside, and that she's like, oh, God, I don't know where to go. Greta Patterson had nowhere to go. She tipped that inside that block. That was beautiful.
What a rocket of a serve from the back line there. Pushed over. Chance here for the Lady Cubs. Nope, miss hit. What a dig. Back up again. Too strong. So Mullet, first time had a chance decided to just dump it over. Second time went for the swing a little too hard.
But I don't know if anybody, I've recognized this. No matter the point of the game, the score, Kidron Central Christian has held themselves together fairly well. I don't see any long, sad faces. They're right back up. Their setter has been a great leader for them tonight and has not allowed them to show any sort of fear.
Big swing, but out of bounds. But on the other side, before that free ball back over, I like this. It was an overpass, and I don't believe I think it was Caitlin Yoder there, but just flicked it back instead of, I guess freaking out and trying to free ball it back over.
Yeah.
She didn't panic. Yes, exactly. She flicked it back, set it up, and it turned into a mistake for Lucas that gave him the point. And now it's 2 in a row.
These are mental errors right now. These are not volleyball errors. And I was talking with Brian. I would rather a kid, and Clear Fork has been great with this. If you're going to make an error, make an aggressive error. If you're going to make an error, make it a volleyball error that we can fix. They're making sloppy errors and sloppy decisions. We're not putting the ball where the volleyball play is supposed to happen. And Kidron Central Christian is making really good decisions. Like, okay, that swing didn't happen, but that's aggressive. I would rather you do that than you send a free ball over because you don't learn from that. She's going to take herself the next time, get her feet underneath her, jump, and take a better swing. So I like that her errors are aggressive and they're volleyball related and not taking the easy way out, if that makes sense.
No, it makes absolute sense. You're going for it instead of just playing to let them make the mistake. You're actually trying to go for the point.
It's like when the Browns, okay, I'll say this, when the Browns, when they went their first game, I'm sitting and I'm eating my wings. I'm like, they're going for that 2-point conversion. They're going for it. And Bobby's like, if you're going to go for it, you better win it. You better make it aggressive.
Too bad their punter couldn't be aggressive.
Absolutely.
Anyway, 17-12 your score. Make it 17-13. No, they're actually going to give Lucas the point, said into the net.
Okay.
18-12, Lady Cubs. A lot of confusion right there on the score, but we got it right.
It's a great decision on the set.
Grover
That's a great
there.
pass. That's to zone 3.
Pushed over, and they're going to get the point into the net. So Lucas 6 points away from taking a 2-0 match lead.
I might see that the Kidron Central Christian may take a timeout soon. I don't know where they're going to go with this, but you know what? They still need to stay aggressive. They need to be able to see the court. And I want to see more communication from when their hitters are hitting the ball.
Another lob for the point, and there is that timeout, 20-12. So the Lady Cubs really playing Lady Cubs volleyball here in this second set.
Yes, they are serving better. They're serving 2 places, and they're not serving at people. Offensively and execution-wise for volleyball, okay, they're winning this game, and they're being the more dominant team, so I have my bone to pick. They have got to be more offensive. They have got to be able to pass the ball, and their setters need to deliver hittable balls to their hitters to make their hitters who are hitting 400 show that they can hit 400.
All right, taking a look at tomorrow's schedule. Football Friday night. We got a lot of live streams and highlights. First off, right back here, Bob Wine Field, Canton Central Catholic comes in to take on the Cubbies. That'll be on our main YouTube channel. Kickoff at 7. Madison and Ashland. That'll be on our YouTube channel too. And then I will be down at Northmore at the Castle. They take on Fredericktown. Golden Knights looking to remain undefeated. That's on YouTube channel 1. Then we'll have 3 highlights for you as well. And don't forget, tomorrow night, the Friday Night Pigskin live and free, 11:30 on our Facebook and YouTube channels. We'll wrap everything up for week 6 of the high school football season. And speaking of wrapping things up, what a swing there.
That was a beautiful swing. That was a great ball. Did anybody see that? That was a just very good developed play, slow to fast, hitting it where they're not, hitting through the ball. Very nice.
21-12. Backline serve, nice pass.
Yeah, somebody was in the net. That net's moving.
So a lucky break there for the Comets. Still in this. They need a run, though, and they need a big run. It's not one of those 2-3 points and they can switch out. They need a 4 or 5 point run right here to get back into this set.
And they need to have their consistency right now. So she's going back to serve. Number 9, Caitlin Yoder's going back to serve, but they do have Emma Mast in the front row right now, and she's worked super, super hard being offensive as a setter. So let's see where it goes from here, and she's going to have to come up with some big blocks. Good read on defense. That's a great set. She led her to the net. She had great footwork.
Little bit of an off speed, but it's dug up. Back over Osborne.
And they're giving her a lot of time to set that, to get under her feet underneath that ball to set. I applaud their defense for Kidron Central Christian right now.
Osborne again with the swing. Dug up. Grover doing a very good job with these passes.
Oh, go touch it, touch it, touch it. Good effort.
Effort's there, but couldn't get it over the net. And Lucas now 3 points away from going up 2-0.
The effort's been here all night. And you know what? I applaud Kidron Central Christian. They have done a great job communicating, being upbeat and positive. I want to see more of the dominance from Lucas because they have that. They have those offensive weapons. That's going to come with executing on the pass and executing as setters. That needs to happen. It needs to be better so they can make their hitters look good.
Osborne showing off the skills from the service line as well. She gets the ace. Lady Cubs up 10, 2 points away from the set.
They got a lot of points here. I'd like to see them get a little bit more creative with their offense, run a couple of different, more interesting things since they do have this lead and this cushion. Maybe run a couple balls out of the back row.
Osborne once again.
Good read, good read. That's one of her best swings tonight. I like that from the right side.
That one too strong. Set point. We'll have 11 set points coming up here if Lucas needs them all.
Yeah, Sydney Blackledge, that was a great swing. That was a slow to fast swing. She wasn't waiting on that ball. She was in front, ready to take a big rip.
Yummy ball.
I want to see her hit that, honey. Hit that ball.
She has another chance.
Okay.
Passes it up, over to Grover. Off the net and down.
Doesn't matter how it happens.
I'm going to take this out of your vocabulary. A point is a point is a point because she wasn't trying to do that, but she just deflects it off the net and down, and Lucas takes set 2, 25-13. We're going to take a break, be back with set number 3 right here, live and free on the OH Report.
When you're a local business owner, getting your business online can be a painful, expensive undertaking. But it doesn't have to be. With TMS Plus Digital Essentials, you'll get 6 essential services to launch your digital marketing, all for one low monthly price. Cut through the noise of today's digital world. No hype, just results. That's TMS Plus. Visit tmsplus.com now for your free digital snapshot and for a chance to win a free 5-page website.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
So midway through the first set, it was looking like the Central Christian Comets were going to take a 1-0 lead, but Lucas, a frantic comeback and then a dominant second set, has them up 2-0 and 1 set away from a sweep. Travis Berardi alongside Mackenzie Weaver here in the Cub Cave in Lucas, Ohio, as the Lady Cubs look pretty darn impressive in set number 2.
They do look better. They look more impressive. You know, their serve has gotten better. They are serving 2 places, not serving 2 people. There's a little bit more pace on the ball. Execution-wise, hitting has been much better. I'm going to be me because I am me, and I think we can always find a way. I know personally I can find a way to be better with my game and when I played. Their execution, they had, I think, if I was counting correctly, and my stats could be off because I usually have stat sheets in front of me when I keep stats because I like to know right then and there. There's too many ball handling errors, and there's too many errors that that are resulting in them having to send free balls over. They have got to find ways to give strong balls back to the other side so that they can, so they can start receiving more free balls, if that makes sense. They're not receiving enough free balls for them to execute, make bam-bam plays on.
Osborne to start. Nice swing,
Great
but it's
block.
blocked. Yummy ball. Grover.
If you're going to do a push and you're going to throw that ball down with two hands, that is how you do it. That is how you do it.
And she went off to the side as well.
And, she had her body was behind her so she could see her hands in front. If you go to do that ball with your hands above your head and you can't see anything, it's going to go straight up in the air.
Overpass, bumped over the net.
It's a great spot.
Yep.
That's a better ball. It needs to be a little higher. I like that idea. A little higher for her. Gives her more time to hit that ball.
Nice effort to save it. Can they get the free ball back over? No, and we're tied at 1.
That's that communication piece. That could have happened. That could have been that first ball. That's a great touch, but then you're running into each other because you don't trust each other or you're not aware of your surroundings.
So we're tied at 1 early on. Central Christian needing to take the last 3 sets.
It can happen. I have no doubts.
I've seen it before.
Absolutely.
I've seen it before. If they want to get the win, there's an ace.
That's a beautiful serve.
It's a way to start things off.
She made her move. She made that ball cross from the left side of her or the right side of her body to the left side of her body. Right there. That's a great serve.
This is a battle between number 2 and 3 in the MBC. Lucas, a 1-game lead ahead of Central Christian.
Wow, I like that.
And they say it hit the line.
That was beautiful. That play was originated slow. It was slow to fast on that swing. She gets great depth. She's at like 50. I used to hit that deep. That's like 15 feet. I like it.
I think they actually called that for Central Christian after the fact because it's 2-2 now. It was 2-1. So, we're tied.
We are tied. We don't make the rules. We just play them.
But ball don't lie, and Lucas gets the lead anyway.
Yes.
Lucas 1 game back at 4-1 in the MBC behind Loudonville. They still have 1 match against them left. Central Christian just fell to Loudonville, and they already have a loss to Lucas. They're 3-2, trying to get back into the thick of things if they can pull off the 3 straight set sweep here.
The reverse sweep, as we like to call it. Oh, beautiful tip. Wow.
Shelby Grover.
That reminded me, when LeBron, he looks one way and tips the other? Mm-hmm. My mom used to approach when she was in college and, go to hit with her right and then tip with her left. That's what that reminds me of. That was really cool.
Blocked down by Grover. She's taking over here in set number 3.
As she should. She looks really, really comfortable. There's some rhythm. She's moving well. She moves super well laterally, and even if she's late, her hands are low and fast, and that left hand is dropped across that. That's the most important hand.
Yummy ball just gets over the net, but gives Central Christian a chance to recover.
Okay, so they're out of system here. It's a good ball to the outside. That's a beautiful ball, just right into the block. So if you're going to take a big swing at that, I would suggest that's the meat. That's the meat and potatoes. That's 2 solid hands in on that block. I'd like to see her maybe take a off that outside hand, off the hands of number 4 right there of Claire Yost. Give her a little bit more opportunity than hitting right back into the middle of that block.
5-3, and there's an ace. It's 5-4.
Aggressive serving tonight. Aggressive serving. That's why they're serving at 91%. And I was like, oh, maybe they're just serving in. No, they're serving very, very aggressively.
And like you said earlier, you'll take that instead of I just want to get it over the net and then make a mistake.
Yeah, and that serve right there, okay, she's kind of evened herself out, but that first ace, that's a super, super solid. It was maybe 2 ball lengths above the net, and it had great movement on it. It's like a slider ball in baseball.
So Malia Strickler to serve. It's a short one. Turns into a free ball. Yummy ball, and who else? Shelby Grover throws it down. 7-4. Didn't see too much of Grover in the first 2 sets because Central Christian really took her out of this match.
They did.
But in this third one, she's just like, I'm done being taken out.
Yes, I'm establishing dominance quickly.
Oh, and a miss hit. Grover went for the pass and then tried to set up, but it was over her head.
She was expecting that one ball, and I can understand the confusion right there. I do not know who that was to. The lights were on and nobody was home. That's back-to-back missed serves right there.
So the mistake doesn't hurt Lucas too much as they exchange points, and now Grover is going to try things from behind the line. Short serve.
She's getting that setter out of the lineup. That might have been out.
But nonetheless, it turns into a point.
So it's 1-10 here. I'm excited to see how creative she can get with this serve. I'd like to see her go from cross court to cross court. Maybe hit some. Maybe if it would have gone over, to go from zone 5 where she was serving to zone 5. Maybe next time around.
And for the ones that don't understand zones, what are the zones on the court?
Okay, so where my girl Emma, where she's serving right now, that is the typical service corner. For years and years, you had to serve out of that corner. You can serve wherever you want right now. So it's 6 zones. You start right here in zone 1 where she served from. You move up to where right front is. That's zone 2. It goes across the net, 3, 4, and then back to 5, and zone 6 is the middle of the court.
Nice dig, but they're going to say Central Christian into the net, and Lucas will get the point. 10-6, Lady Cubs. And that play was in the middle, middle part, so that's zone 3?
Zone 3, yep.
Okay. And behind is zone 4.
Yeah, so it's kind of
it's like a zigzag.
1, 2, 4, 5, 3, 6.
Okay.
Yep. And when you go back to serve, coaches will have their hand up and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm serving to zone 6," and we'll show you 6 fingers, or zone 1. Or if you're my mother, she'll give you 3 zones, and you're like, "Which one do you want me to serve to?" She'll say, "I'll give you options."
Nice communication by the Comets there, letting that ball fall out of bounds. 10-7. They're sticking around right here. But it'd be nice for them to go on a run and just maybe tie this or bring it to within 1. A lot of time left, but they need a run.
Yes, they need a run, not just for this match, but if they want to continue and try to push it 5, they need it for the rest of the match. Great
nice
serve. Good touch.
But Grover right there to pick it up. I like the swing off of that as well. Lady Cubs up 11-7. Hard swing. Kind of behind her, though, but she was able to adjust and still get the point.
Kill is a kill is a kill. However it has to happen. Good decision. Great swing.
Osborne
got
it.
Better swing from her. I like that. That was a slow to fast. I want to see her snap a little bit more wrist on that ball. She's going a little flat-footed, but it's not. It's with her hand. I want to see her fast arm through the ball so that hand is quick hitting her side, kind of like when you pitch and you want to go really close to your hip. I want it over top of her head, close to her hip.
Yummy ball, swatted down. Cofferty.
Get them where you can.
You hit it hard enough, it's going to crawl over the net. That's all I know. Even though if it's like 5 inches below the net, it's still going to somehow
Her
crawl
feet were
over.
there. She had great feet to get underneath her. Her arms just didn't quite get there fast enough.
Service error comes back to Central Christian. They're trailing 13-8. Athena Bowers to serve. Right to Grover. Free ball back to Central. Nice back pass off the block, though. Chance for Lucas.
That's a good decision. I like the aggressive swing. I love that.
Nice reaction by the Lady Cubs to bring it back. Osborne with the swing. Passing has gone well here in this point for both sides. Who's going to blink first? It's going to be the Lady Cubs. She went for the hard shot but didn't get enough of it. Nonetheless,
a point is a point is a point. I
you.
love to see it. I love it.
13-9. Right to Grover. Set up for Osborne. Dug up. It's going to be a free ball.
It's a great free ball pass. They need that.
Into
She's
the
in the
net.
Yes. Oh, I thought that might have been the other way around.
Yeah, I did too.
Our replay will tell us.
Oh, nope. You saw both her hands go into the top of the net, so that's why the refs are down there and
we're up here.
Yep.
Then we are up here.
Right into the tape. Yeah, I like that she was trying to avoid the yummy ball there by flicking it back, but just couldn't get enough of it. Nonetheless, Central Christian going to take a timeout here. Lucas 10 points away from the 3-0 sweep. Lady Comets, they have some work to do if they want to get back in this.
They need to be able to get this serve back, establish dominance with their serve, but also, like, offensively, I need to see more creativity. I need to see more execution points because their setter, Emma, she has done a super great job tonight of distributing the ball and giving everyone opportunities to hit, but no one has been, like, her go-to swing tonight. They've had moments where, oh, she got that point over. That was an off-speed shot. That's super great, but I need to see a little bit more consistency so it takes the stress off of her because early she's had, like, 6 or 7 points off of her second ball over, which is fun and that's great, but you can't rely on a setter to win you a ball game. It's not statistically possible.
Osborne with the serve.
Great pass. Great set. Better swing.
Here comes Grover. Got it.
Nothing much you can do with that.
That was served on a platter to her. She didn't have to move. She was able to get set up, and she gets
super
swing.
Deep.
Just watch that. It's just
slow to fast.
Perfectly timed.
She jumps really well. She was open to her setter, jumps well, great swing.
And that's why she's one of the leaders in blocks as well for the team.
Yes.
She can get up. Over to Grover again.
She has really good body awareness, court awareness.
Just her ability to find space
when
at the last second.
Yeah, so when you're that deep, okay, you go slow to fast. You see more court when you're hitting than you actually think that you do. It's weird. People say, like, what are you looking at? You're like, I don't know. I just see the court. And like, what do you mean you see the court? You're like, I just see where people are. And then by the third set, you know tendencies of what hitters are, where diggers are going to be. And you just kind of put it where they're not, I guess.
18-9. A 5-0 run out of the timeout for the Lady Cubs. Here comes Grover.
Great dig.
And nice communication. Last second, Osborne was told not to take it, didn't. And it's a 10-point lead and another Kidron Central Christian timeout. Lucas, 6 points away.
There's nothing they can do right now except keep staying aggressive, keep hitting the ball, keep passing the ball. The chips are going to fall where they may at the end of all of this, but the whole idea is you have to stay aggressive because aggressive errors can be fixed, timid errors cannot, and this will, whatever experience comes out of this, whether it's a win or a loss, you will learn a lot about yourself from it, and you're going to have to go back to practice tomorrow and establish, okay, what did we do well in our first 2 sets that kept them on the ropes? And where did it fall apart? Where did we lose that aggressiveness, that tenacity to want to be better or attack the team?
You can even say just the first set as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was 23 all. They were up 20-15 as well.
And they let that slip. So how can we be better and not let that happen again?
19-9. Osborne to serve. Here comes Grover. Dug up. Yummy ball maybe. Nope. Overpass. Still a point for the Lady Cubs. Are 5 away. But Osborne might be a good nominee for player of the game tonight.
She's done a great job at the service line tonight. She has really given great opportunities. She's changed some stuff up. I do like how her hitting has come along here in this third set. It got better as the match went on. I think with more in-system passing and more in-system setting, it really made her more comfortable to make more creative options as an offensive weapon.
Overpassed. Will be set up for the Lady Cubs. Grover. Off speed. Dug up. Nice dig there. It'll lead to another Lady Cubs chance. Blocked but saved. Here comes Grover again. Out of bounds.
You know what? I love the energy that Kidron Central Christian has had all night. You can never tell from maybe a little bit here in this third set their body language as if they were winning or losing a match right now. They are just as excited on point 1 as they are on point 22. I love it. I want to see that sustained the entire time.
And I like the way that they didn't back down. Couple nice saves by Lucas. They could have thought, oh, geez, this isn't going our way, but they continued at it and got the point. Yummy ball, got it. The Raptors played a little bit in that threw off Lucas a little bit, caught them off guard, and Central Christian able to take advantage. They're back down 10 now. Still a lot of work to do, though.
They will take it where they can get it.
21-11. Mallory Immel. Nice serve. And it turns into an ace just over the net. Those are, I don't think I would ever be able to get a serve like that where it's dropping down and just grazes the net.
That's her like third serve where she's done that tonight. It's been beautiful.
And she did it again.
Yeah.
And it's going to be another ace. Wow. She's the person you need if you want to get a run going.
It is low. It is quick. I want to see her maybe toss a little bit higher and a little bit more on that right shoulder for this serve just so she doesn't clip that net again. That's a good safe option.
And it's an overpass, and it's another point. 3 straight for her. 21-14. It's a 7-point set. If you're Lucas, you don't need to freak out just yet. You're still up 7 points, but you gotta return a serve here.
You have to return a serve, and then teams are going to notice that at the end of a match. Like, how did you respond? Why did you let 4 points go by? If you're so dominant here, you've got to be able to side out on one, and that just establishes in our conference that, okay, we're going to not let that happen again. We get done on 1 point, we move on from there, and we just keep the train moving.
And you saw who they went to shut that thing down.
She
that was
shut
Shelby
it down.
Grover.
She did. She shut it down. She said, give me the ball, feed me.
Nice job. Once again, that's the third time she's found that back corner.
I think she has, I want to say, 7 or 8 kills on the match. And that could be an understatement.
8-ball corner pocket. It's 22-15. Speaking of 8, Allie Mullet will serve for the Lady Comets. Down 7. Set up, Grover behind the back, still able to get it down. Lucas 2 points away from the victory.
I can see Kidron Central Christian maybe sticking around here for a little bit, couple more points. Just depends on how this serve goes right about now. I'm interested to see what happens. They have great energy on this half of the court.
Malia Strickler. Blocked, but it stays on Lucas's side, and there's the point for Central Christian. So they
will stick around. They will stick around. I don't want to take a bad penny because that's not a good analogy, but like they keep coming back around. They're not going away quietly. They've given great energy all night, and they've been trying to hang in as best as they can.
Pushed over. Central Christian with a chance.
That's a great set. Emma Mass has done a great job.
Double hit, another point. 6-point set.
I'm telling you, you give teams opportunities, and this they've been super solid. Kidron Central Christian's been super solid tonight. You give a team opportunity, they're gonna creep back in. If you're so dominant, you have got to capitalize and finish matches.
Miss hit into the net, another one.
I could see Lucas starting to call a timeout here in a point or two if they can't pull it together to get to game point or match point.
Try and at least cut that momentum down a little bit because it's starting to fall on the side of Central Christian.
Because really, the pressure's all on them. They have the higher. They're like the higher rank. They've won more matches, so it's on Lucas to try to finish this match tonight. It's not on Kidron Central Christian.
Free ball over. Comets with a chance. Oh, nice.
This is a great opportunity. Feed her the ball. Yes, as they should.
Got it. So they weren't able to get it to Grover until the 4th time it came back over the net, but it didn't matter. She was able to finish off. Match point now. 6 match points, and
it's the person
who else do you want back there but Shelby Grover?
Yes.
She has a chance to finish it off.
You want her on your end line. You have complete faith and trust in her to execute as needed.
And into the net. She wanted to just get it over the net, but maybe 2 inches away from doing so.
Yeah, that cannot happen. That needs to be better. Has to be better.
So you're saying she tried to get a little too cute with it.
She tried to get really too cute and tried to put it. And you get panicked and you get tight. And when the game's on the line and you have to go back to serve, I think I've been taught is, it's better to aim and be a little deep than it is to be short, because at least then you give your team the other team the opportunity to touch the ball. They didn't give them that opportunity right there.
Back to a 5-point set. That's going to be a free ball.
To that corner, she's there.
Osborne to finish it. Nope. Stays up.
Great dig.
Foss for the win. No, nice save to dig it up again. And into the net, so the mistake ends it. And that'll wrap it up. Lucas takes set 3, 25-19, and they sweep the match 3-0. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with our player of the game. Right after this, you're watching girls high school volleyball live and free on the OH Report.
When you're a local business owner, getting your business online can be a painful, expensive undertaking. But it doesn't have to be. With TMS Plus Digital Essentials, you'll get 6 essential services to launch your digital marketing, all for one low monthly price. Cut through the noise of today's digital world. No hype, just results. That's TMS Plus. Visit tmsplus.com now for your free digital snapshot and for a chance to win a free 5-page website.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
Hi guys, welcome back to the OH Report. We have our player of the game sponsored by Frito-Lay tonight, and we have Shelby Grover here with us. Honey, congratulations on your 3-set win tonight. So I do have a couple questions for you. How did your lack of rhythm affect your team, and how did you recover? Because I know in the first set it was a little bit of a struggle for you guys. Passing really wasn't there. The execution piece wasn't there. How did you, as a leader on your team, help get them back into rhythm tonight?
We just had to go into the huddle and just focus on what we were doing wrong and execute in those positions. When we were in those slumps, we had to find a good passing rotation that would get a good ball up so our setter can get under it and set our hitters. Yeah, absolutely. So there seemed to be like that again. That communication piece was a little bit of a struggle here in set 1 and 2. So as a leader, I'm observing as a leader by example. So how did you lead your team, and how did that energy that you had, how did that transfer to other people tonight? We just got to celebrate with other people, and even if I'm struggling, I have to step aside and just cheer on other people and just get my cheering for other people contribute onto my success also.
Yeah, I love that. I love how you got to give to others because it'll come back to you. So goals moving forward. So I know you have a couple big games coming up. You're fighting for that first place in the conference. So personal goals, what are you looking forward to for yourself and your team moving on into next week?
Last game I had around 17 kills, so I'm hoping to just get somewhere around there. And for personal goals, we're just all together. We both play for each other and just pass the ball around and share it.
Share the success. Well, honey, congratulations. This is my first time seeing you play, so my mom's like, you got to go down to Shelby, or you got to go down and check out Shelby Grover. So you do have some eyes on you. You've done a great job this season. I can't wait to see you. You're just a junior, so we're going to have one more year to see you. So congratulations, and I hope to see you play again soon.
Thank you.
And we are going to take a quick break, and we're going to bring Travis back to wrap up this great game here tonight.
When you're a local business owner, getting your business online can be a painful, expensive undertaking. But it doesn't have to be. With TMS Plus Digital Essentials, you'll get 6 essential services to launch your digital marketing, all for one low monthly price. Cut through the noise of today's digital world. No hype, just results. That's TMS Plus. Visit tmsplus.com now for your free digital snapshot and for a chance to win a free 5-page website.
Lender, craftsman, dog dead. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
Back here at the Cub Cave, where the Lucas Cubs bounce back in set 1, get that victory, and then sweep the match 3-0 over Kidron Central Christian. Travis Berardi alongside Mackenzie Weaver. I don't have a soapbox to stand on because the height difference, but I don't know, maybe get on my toe. You're fine. Anyway, Lucas, nice way to bounce back in that first set. They were down as much as 7 points. We're down 20-15, come back, go on a 10-3 run, and that momentum just carried over in the last 2 sets.
Yeah, and I don't want to take anything away from Kidron Central Christian because they did a really great job of distributing the ball tonight. I think it was Emma Mast is her name. She has done a great job of distributing the ball and being even offensive as a setter, which is super hard to do. She had probably 7 or 8 points just off tips alone. But, they were so offensive, Lucas, at the end, that they were finally in system with their pass. Their setters were finally distributing balls. I think at one point in one set they had 6 ball handling errors, which is, as a setter, you're like, oh, God, I wish I could just deliver a ball. They brought it back. They ended up executing at the end. I'd like to see their growth from here to next time because this is my first time watching them play. So I'm excited to see where they're going to be even like a week or 2 weeks from now because they're going to look back on this moment and be like, okay, where were our pitfalls? Where do we get better? How do we move forward together?
And, Central Christian really took Shelby Grover out of the match for the first set and a half, 2 sets. But then that third set, she really took over and showed why she's one of the best in the Mid-Buckeye Conference and in the area.
Yeah, she did. She was able to, okay, they're going to attack me. They're going to serve at me. I have got to find a way to step up and do my job because sometimes you get so caught up in, okay, I have to be the perfect. I have to be the best. I have to execute when, okay, take the pressure off yourself. It's one step at a time. I think you don't wake up every morning jumping and just start your day. It's one foot in front of the other. You tie your shoes, you put your coat on, you go to work, and that's what she did today. It just took her a little bit to get going, but in the end, she did a great job and showed up for her team tonight.
So Lucas wins at 25-23, 25-13, 25-19. So thoughts on your first trip to Lucas?
This is, I think, my first time going to Lucas, to Lucas High School. Well, my family, we get Pinhook Meats. We just got a cow there recently, so I came down. I'm like, Mom, where are we? Shout out. Yeah, great stuff, by the way. But yeah, this is my first time in this gym. Super cool atmosphere. I'm excited. To see where they've been because my mom's like, I'm like, yeah, I have Lucas tonight. And she's like, Shelby Grover, great kid. Can't wait to see what she can do. And I was like, okay, I didn't know. I haven't seen anything about Lucas Volleyball. I never played them in high school. So it was a nice journey to take down here. I'm excited to see you guys play again and see where you're going to be a couple weeks from now.
All right, well, that will wrap things up from here at the Cub Cave. Lucas with the 3-0 set sweep. I'd like to thank everybody involved. Adam Thompson on the controls, Storm Blunchley and Hayden Gray, our camera operators. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Pinhook Meats, Ohio Valley Manufacturing for the scoreboard, J&F Construction for replay, Frito-Lay, our MVP sponsors, and then our commercial sponsors, the Lucas Community Center, TMS Plus, Park National Bank as well, our commercial sponsors. I'd like to thank everybody back at BS Media Productions, Brian Skaronski, Jory Hollenbach, and everyone. We'd like to thank Lucas High School for allowing us to bring these matches to you live and free from the Cub Cave. And most importantly, we'd like to thank you, the fans, for watching. That'll do it from the Cub Cave. Once again, your final 3 sets to none, 25-23, 25-13, 25-19. For Mackenzie Weaver, I am Travis Berardi saying so long from the Cub Cave.